Report to the Global Security Council G2X17, submitted by Joseph Thax. When I'm not on duty, there's nothing I like to do better than get on my bike and out of town.
Kelly, there's Joe. He's heading somewhere in an awful big hurry. Hey, come back, Joe. I want to go with you. I wonder why he didn't stop. He's sure acting strange these days.
It's not that I don't like to socialize. It's just that I feel more comfortable on my own. And if you want to be alone, the place to do it is in the desert. Like everybody else, I have my favorite hotspots. Some are a little too hot for the general public. I like to test myself against pain, even against lava. I always win. That's part of being a cyborg, I guess.
I've been out here for an hour. I can't find him anywhere. Joe, it's me, Ollie. I came out here to keep you company. Where'd you disappear to, pal?
Gotta be crazy deploying the company at night.
I gotta admit, I can barely stay awake.
All vehicles, prepare to stop. We have an unidentified light dead ahead. Hold on, our brakes are frozen! We're skidding right into that light!
I might as well give up. I'm never going to find him at this rate. Besides, it's starting to get dark out here, and I've got just enough gas left to get back to town. Now, let's see. Did I turn left or right at that last drop? That scrub brush looks kind of familiar, except it looks like every other piece of scrub brush. I must have fallen asleep at the wheel. The sun's already coming up. Huh? Hey, that's not the sun.
My little workout that night was interrupted by a summons from Dr. Keene to return to Gateway City. I know the council wishes I would let the other Eagle Riders know about my transformation, but I just can't do it. These are my best friends. What would they think of me?
Eagle mode, now!
Area immediately. Ollie wasn't the only one to vanish last night. I just found out Delta Company was in the area, and they're also missing.
That's 100 men.
Doctor, are there transponder coordinates for everyone's last confirmed position?
Triangulated vectors placed them in the desert, 20 miles outside Gateway City.
That's definitely the direction Ollie was headed yesterday afternoon when he took off on his bike.
15 other people have disappeared in that area in the last 2 weeks.
There must have been some reason Ollie went out there.
As a matter of fact, he was trying to catch up with Joe. We saw him heading that direction on his bike.
Is that right?
I don't know. If he was following me, I sure wasn't aware of it.
That's very bizarre. His bike had to be noisy.
Maybe he was too far in back of me.
Speaking of bizarre, I think you should hear the final message from Delta Company.
Is there some clue in it?
You could say that, but I don't know what it means.
Repeat your coordinates, Delta Company. We are miles south of... It's Nebula. Spiral Nebula.
Spiral Nebula?
He must have been confused. There are no spiral nebulas anywhere near this part of the universe.
Andromeda would be the closest, and it's nearly 2 million light years away.
It may have been a hallucination, but the bottom line is something strange happened and 100 men are missing.
Sounds more and more like our friends the Vorak. Maybe they've come up with some new kind of weapon.
If it's true, there's no time to waste. Get moving.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Eagle Riders, here we go. Joe, personnel report.
All Eagle Riders except Ollie security checked and present.
Kelly, what's our system status?
All systems online and operational.
Mickey, perimeter status?
Perimeter cleared by Gateway City.
Otto, what's our destination?
Course plotted and laid in for the Canyon Land.
Eagle Riders, what's our mission? To defend the global good.
It was awfully strange flying without Ollie at the wheel, but nobody was mentioning it. We were all alone with our thoughts and fears.
I thought I heard something over here. Must have been a bird. Guess I'm getting jumpy making these patrols every night. And I hear we're going to be pulling extra shifts from now on. Malinox must be getting nervous about his new weapon.
Look at all my things. My amazing radar goes into my amazing base. My beautiful platform. My perfectly designed vehicles. And my unbeatable weapons. Ooh, he's scary. They're scary too. Yipes. What a delicious irony. The destruction of humanity will be accomplished through a weapon assembled and tested by its own victims. Still, it would be nice to know how humanity's destruction will take place. Cybercon never explained how this weapon operates. It might blow the Earth up. Of course, that's not very practical from my point of view. It's much better to have it intact, ruled by me, and ready to be colonized by my own species. My very own planet. I'm not greedy. I just want this world and everything that's in it. Now, tell me the truth. Is that too much to ask?
Master, I'm sorry to interrupt.
What?
The Ultra Eagle has been sighted moving toward our position.
Have we been discovered, or are they making a general search?
Their flight pattern suggests a random survey of the area.
Ah, this is good. It'll be easier to lure the fools into my trap, as the human saying goes. They have me right where I want them. That's enough. Prepare the dimensional accumulator for action.
Attention all personnel. Security alert in the Argon sector. All military units report to battle station.
Back aboard the Ultra Eagle, we continued our search for life signs. Ironically, in the same place I usually went for isolation.
This is the spot where Delta Company disappeared.
We're picking up nothing but sand. What happened to their equipment?
And the Spiral Nebula. Something's wrong here.
New readings indicate energy disturbances ahead of us. It should be in visual range in approximately 3 seconds.
I think I see it.
You're right. Bring the ship around, Otto, and put on some speed.
Affirmative.
This is working out even better than I'd hoped. In a few minutes, the Eagle Riders will become a footnote in the history of my conquest of this planet. You may release the dimensional accumulator whenever you're ready. It's just like a sunrise. But before I'm through with them, it'll be like a sunset for those meddling Eagle Riders. Then I'll take this world for a little spin.
Beautiful lights. I wonder where they're coming from.
Hunter, I'm reading high levels of magnetic energy from that light. It's some kind of anomaly.
Joe, you'll have to replace Ollie on his instrument panel.
I'm ready to roll on your command.
Wow, it's some kind of machine.
Look at the size of it. This thing could have grabbed those missing soldiers. Huh?
Oh!
What's happening? Oh.
Everything's frozen. No use. I can't get it to work.
Hunter, we're being pulled right into the center of that device.
We will be entering the object in 28 seconds.
Hang on, I'm gonna fire our missiles and try to blow it up. Arming rocket tubes. being pulled forward.
Can't we do anything? We're about to be thrown inside.
Starfield. Incredible. Where are we?
Huh? It can't be.
Huh? We're in space. This is unbelievable. One minute we enter this alien machine, and the next minute we've been transported to an entirely different galaxy.
Maybe not. We'd better check some of the other monitors.
You're right, Joe. It's an entirely different image.
I don't get it. Are we in an uncharted section of the universe?
No, this is a simulated subspace, an environment created by the aliens.
What are you saying? They manufactured an imitation universe in this machine?
Who would have ever dreamed the Gorak technology was advanced enough to do this? Look, Hunter, there it is. The Spiral Nebula.
So the man who called in from Delta Company wasn't crazy. This is what he saw.
Speaking of Delta Company, look out there. This is where all the missing equipment ended up after communication was cut off.
Huh?
Welcome to the Dimensional Accumulator.
Welcome to what?
The Dimensional Accumulator, you bird brain. It's a device created by our advanced borax science, designed to simulate a subspace environment for a limited period of time.
Never mind that. Tell me what you've done with the prisoners from our world.
Worried about your fellow humans? Here's one floating by right now.
It's Ollie.
I thought you might be interested in this particular specimen. I'd invite you to step out and rescue him, but unfortunately there's no time. This subspace will disintegrate in 20 minutes, and you Eagle Beagles will disintegrate along with it.
I can't do that. I got my pet turtle Max to take care of.
The first priority is to rescue Ollie. He may need medical attention.
Otto, can you pinpoint his position out there?
I believe so. Just one moment while I scan the subspace surroundings. It is somewhat difficult to triangulate a position without reference points, however.
Wait, there he is. You found him.
Hang on, Ollie. We're coming for you. Blast! These controls are still frozen.
All command functions are temporarily offline due to the effects of the artificial environment.
What?
Hunter, we only have 15 minutes left.
We need to get a lot done fast. I'll go retrieve Ollie, and you work on getting our command functions back online, all right?
Mm-hmm. We'll be ready for you, but then we still have to come up with a way to break out of this artificial universe.
It takes a big outlay of energy to maintain this environment. I figure there's a fluctuation somewhere along the power grid.
You mean we'll be able to break through this artificial space if we can find a weak spot in the density of its perimeter?
Sounds like a pretty good theory to me. I'll have Otto start mapping the resistance capacity of the electromagnetic field. If there's a weakness, I'm sure he can spot it quickly.
That's fine, but what if the guys don't get back here in time?
Don't worry about that, Mickey. We'll make it back, and if we don't, you leave here without us.
That's not an option.
Luckily, the Falcon tracker was completely functional. I put our other problems aside and concentrated only on rescuing Ollie from suspended animation. I hope he's all right. I wonder how much time I have.
Got to kick in the gyro stabilizer.
There. More trouble. It was like running an obstacle course in slow motion at a firing range. I think I made it. Huh? There's no way around this one. Good sunblock would come in handy about now.
He'll never survive that heat. It's impossible. He's lost his mind. That's the bravest thing I've ever seen.
Just a few more seconds and I'll be through it.
Oh, he made it in one piece. But how are we gonna find a way out of this place?
I broke free of the heat charges with only 6 minutes left on the clock. I couldn't help wondering how the rest of the team was doing getting the Ultra Eagle back online. We didn't stand a chance of escaping without the ship's help.
I'm finished on my end.
Same here. We should be back in business. Now, how you doing with the hardware, Hunter?
Just minor adjustments. Everything's up and running. Looks like we're operational. We better get back to the bridge. Joe should be back any minute.
All command functions of the ship have been fully restored.
Good. Is Falcon Tracker on board yet?
Joe reports his ETA is currently 170 seconds.
Too late. He won't make it back in time. We've got 155 seconds left.
If we move the ship his way, we could make up some of that time.
Full speed, Otto.
Affirmative.
95 seconds left.
Right on course. They should just make it. Otto, prepare to break through the subspace perimeter as soon as they're on board.
My analysis indicates the weakest point in the power grid is located in the center of the Spiral Nebula.
Well, then, that's exactly where we're going.
Boy, it's good to see her again.
It sure is.
Divert all power to the main engines. I want maximum thrust.
All non-essential systems down. Power rerouted to prepare for ignition.
Everyone ready? Fire!
Engaging. Acceleration approaching maximum.
We were at the center of the Spiral Nebula. Would we escape in one piece?
This is it.
Engines at full capacity. 47 seconds to structure failure.
This is disastrous! And without Cybercon's secret weapon, we can't overcome this planet! We'll have to start all over! Ow! Help somebody! Oh, what a miserable day! All I ever wanted to do was crush this planet! Now it's...
The skin of our teeth, we made it out of that subspace. The Ultra Eagle had seen better days, but I'm sure Kelly's report covered that for you.
That's the closest call I ever want to experience.
We're lucky to be alive. The ship really came through.
I wonder if we'll find the men from Delta Company somewhere nearby.
Hope so, because the mission won't be complete till those men are returned. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not going to stop searching until all those soldiers have been brought back home. Ollie's stare weighed down on me, heavy with questions. Maybe they seemed too ridiculous to ask, or maybe he wasn't ready to hear the truth. He had seen me survive an inferno. Was he just telling himself I was lucky? But on that day, we'd all been lucky. And as long as we were still alive, we would continue to defend the global good.